This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down, Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Chiefs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 52 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's at the 40. The 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First down, Chiefs.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense may be expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd and 14 coming up. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
At their own.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Did I just see what I thought I see? What I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. Fights him off. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Anthony Hitchens.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go. White 80.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland, 51 yards. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Roethlisberger will throw. Forced out to his left. He'll run it, and they're able to get this one across the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Big Ben with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete on the deep ball. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
They run with Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Black 20. Check 53.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Sean Breland. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
7.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. They run the counter. McFarland. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
We want it. Come to my world. Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. PS4. Get ready.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring them back within 4. So decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
he's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Chiefs.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is Williams. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 32-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
20.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Kill, turn up. Check. Check, hot route.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Second and 9.
Check, 53, solid. Tighten up.
They'll run here with McFarland. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Again, McFarland. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 5. First down, Pittsburgh. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. It's complete to Watt. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the
running with McFarland. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 1st down, McFarland. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland in the final minute, and the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take...
And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
1st down, Kansas City.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.